All right, let's dive in. Today, we're exploring a partnership that is totally reshaping our digital lives: artificial intelligence and biometrics. We're talking about tech that promises to make our security simpler, way stronger, and a whole lot more personal.
I want you to just think about that for a second. Seriously, not some password you came up with, not a physical key you can lose, but you, your own unique biological self. That's the huge idea we're going to unpack today.
So how in the world does this actually work? Well, first up, we're going to see how AI is basically becoming the new guardian of our digital world, and in the process, completely changing what a password even means.
The core idea here is actually pretty simple, but the impact is massive. See, cutting-edge research is showing that as AI gets smarter, it's getting unbelievably good at recognizing us. This combo means your physical traits and even the way you do things are becoming the most secure password you could ever possibly have. And that, of course, leads us right here. You are the key. So let's get personal and take a look at the specific technologies that are making all of this a reality. At the very heart of all this is a concept called biometric authentication. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. It's just the science of using your one-of-a-kind traits to prove that you are who you say you are. It's a beautifully simple idea, powered by some incredibly complex tech.
Now, this technology really comes in two main flavors. On one side, you've got physiological biometrics. That's data based on what you physically are. And on the other side, you have behavioral biometrics, which is all about the unique patterns in what you do.
So, what does that look like in the real world? Well, we're all pretty used to facial recognition and fingerprints on our phones, right? But the field is pushing so much further into things like the unique pattern of your iris, and get this, even the distinct rhythm of your heartbeat, your personal ECG signature. Every single one is a password that only you can have.
But here's the thing. This tech isn't just about unlocking your phone anymore. Not even close. It's really about protecting your entire digital life. So let's zoom out a bit and see how AI and biometrics are working to secure everything you connect to.
That's a massive challenge, isn't it? The scale is just enormous. I mean, from your personal email to your smart speaker to your social media accounts, how can one single system possibly watch over all of it and do it well? Well, it turns out AI is a fantastic multitasker. These deep learning models can spot tricky phishing emails that you or I might totally fall for. They can help secure millions of those Internet of Things or IoT devices in our homes. And they're even helping to invent brand new kinds of passwords, like graphical ones. Okay, but this all raises a really important question. For an AI to learn anything, it needs data. And when that data is our most personal, most sensitive biometric information, how do we protect ourselves without destroying our privacy? The solution is this incredibly clever process called federated learning. It's really cool. So instead of you sending all your sensitive data out to some central server, the AI model actually comes down to your device. It learns what it needs to learn locally, right there in your hand. And then, and this is the crucial part, it only sends back the general insights, the learnings, to help improve the main system. Your actual personal data, it never has to leave your device. So now, let's just pull way back and look at the bigger picture. Because whenever we create tools that are this powerful, we also have to start grappling with some pretty profound questions. Let's be crystal clear about this. In the world of cybersecurity, AI is a monumental leap forward. It's one of the most powerful tools ever created for protecting information, period. But there's always another side to that coin. The exact same technology that can protect us can also be used to control or to harm, especially if it falls into the wrong hands or if it's used without any real oversight. And this leads to some huge questions that, frankly, the entire industry is wrestling with right now. We're talking about the legal side of collecting data, the moral questions around surveillance, what all this means for our individual privacy, and even making sure the AI models themselves aren't biased. These are not easy questions to answer, but figuring them out is absolutely the critical next step. So finally, let's try to balance all that incredible promise with a dose of practicality. Where does all of this amazing research actually stand today, in the real world? Well, if you look at the state of the field, the strengths are pretty obvious. The research is deep, it's current, and it's being led by really trusted experts. But there are also limitations. A lot of this work is super technical, and that's created what some people call an implementation gap. In other words, there isn't really a clear roadmap for how most businesses, or even us, can actually put these advanced security ideas into practice. At least not yet. Which leaves us with one final and really critical thought to chew on. We are building AI to be our ultimate digital protector. But that forces us to ask a question that's as old as government itself. Who guards the guardians?
Figuring that out? Well, that's our next great challenge. Thanks for digging into this with me.